Hey class, this is Josh, and I'm here to present my final assignment for our class. So here goes nothing. What did I learn, and how might this apply to my professional practice was kind of the question asked. And first of all, I learned about some of the history of higher education, like how the GI Bill had such a heavy influence on kickstarting the growth of colleges. I also learned about the rapid rise of for-profit colleges over the last 30 years and how over those past 30 years they've grown about 9 times as much as traditional colleges. I'm especially interested in this realm because I have some connections down in Phoenix, family connections that worked at for-profit colleges. Philosophically, I'm still a little not sure what I think about for-profit colleges, but that's for another video. But Phoenix is basically the capital of for-profit colleges. I was pretty floored learning about just how much money the Apollo Group, they own the University of Phoenix and some other for-profit colleges, just how much money they put towards recruitment, which must explain why we're always hearing radio and TV ads for so many for-profit colleges. I learned that tuition prices don't come cheap at for-profit colleges either. They're double the average of a public 4-year institution and 5.5 times the price of a public 2-year institution. Learning all of that from this class to put into practice should inform me were I to be a recruiter or advisor to be sure to communicate this and be able to explain to potential students about grants and loans and how subsidized and unsubsidized loans work. Speaking of money, I also learned about some of the myths and misconceptions about tuition, like the sticker price versus the net price, and how these can differ dramatically. As a recruiter or advisor, I could explain to students and their parents or guardians the difference between sticker price, tuition versus net price, and how federal grant aid alone has shot up almost 200% since 1991, which is a lot. I could also tell them about President Obama's American Opportunity Tax Credit, which gives up to $2,500 to students whose families make up to $180,000. And then I can calm the sticker shock by explaining Obama's other initiative called Pay As You Earn, which kicked off this year. This caps student loan repayments at 10% of income, whereas it used to be 15%. Also, loans are forgiven after 20 years, whereas it used to be 25. Obama also wants to keep interest rates low, and he wants to double the number of work-study jobs over the next 5 years to help students pay their way through college. So I've learned all these things, and this should help me be able to ensure families that college really can be affordable despite the skyrocketing sticker prices. Switching gears, I also learned about just how powerful Board of Governors are. I had no idea before just how influential they are on deciding the direction and fate of colleges. They're basically the ones holding the keys to the car, a very expensive car. And I learned from the article that I chose for Module 2 that there can be tensions between faculty, like the Faculty Senate and the Board of Governors, if a board decides to tinker with faculty or staff matters, like in academics or just general operations. So I've learned from this class to be prepared for potential decisions, or more like decrees, from the Board of Governors that I might not necessarily agree with. Maybe what was most influential to me this semester, though, was my interview with an administrator. The one I chose, her name's Mary, and she's the Associate Director of Library Resources and Technology, or LRATS, at the University of Nebraska Medical Center's McCugan Library. Full disclosure, I work at the University of Nebraska Medical Center, so just at the fitness center. Mary supervises 8.5 full-time faculty And as far as administrative issues, Mary identified the budget of LRATS as a chief concern. While the budget of LRATS has stayed flat over the last decade or so, the price inflation of journals and books hasn't helped. In addition, there's been rising demand from library users for more electronic resources. And then complicating all this is the fact that the library's overall budget is significantly undercut because UNMC has such a small base of students, being a medical center and all. So student library fees are somewhat scant, as UNMC's student population is just around 3,700 students. Even worse, unlike a lot of other campuses, including all the other University of Nebraska system colleges, UNMC does not assess a technology fee to its students, which is another missed opportunity for the budget, for the library budget. And to top it all off, additional staff hiring and support has been cut at the library. But a quote from Mary that really struck with me and will stick with me was, quote, "We do more with less all the time. Staff wear several hats and take on more responsibilities. One just does the best with the circumstances." So this taught me that I might not have all the tools at my disposal as a prospective student affairs practitioner. I have to make do with what I got and go that extra mile to make sure I'm serving students as effectively as I can. And I just want to end this video by saying thanks to you all and to Dr. Wesley for learning from each other and each and every one of you about administrative issues in higher education. I graduate a week from today and really can't believe how far I've made it after quite a roller coaster of a year personally. But all of your integrity and determination genuinely motivated me to press on, and I thank you for that. Sorry this was longer than 5 minutes. Have a good one.